Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening.
How are you doing tonight, there, Juju? Happy Sunday.
I am pretty good.
Pretty good? Yeah, that sounded a little ominous. Pretty good. All right, first question square. Hello, everyone in chat who is here, and anybody who's watching who doesn't want to chat, like that's just fine too. Happy to have all of you here on a wonderful Sunday. But I have one question for Juju first. Okay. Did anybody hit on you today? Wait, that should rephrase that. Did you notice if anyone hit on you today? That's what I want to really say. What do you think?
No one hit on me.
That you noticed.
No, I mean, I did have a very aggressive raccoon last night. It was making some moves.
You need to tell that story, like, because, like, first of all, I'm not sure I heard what I heard. Like, what I heard, like, I went to bed last night, like, thinking of it. I know that sounds a little weird, but I actually did go to bed, and I was thinking about that damn raccoon. Um, and so now that I've said that, you're gonna have to tell the story, because otherwise, the rest of the world's gonna think I'm weird. But I think they'll go to bed thinking about that raccoon too after you tell the story. Like, honestly.
Okay, everyone, listen what this raccoon did. So I'm chilling in my backyard, hanging out on the patio, relaxed in a chair, and there's raccoons, possums, all kind of critters live in my yard. But this little raccoon walked up to me, very close, like touching me. And it freaked me out. I'm like, why is this raccoon so close to me? Is he going to attack me? What's happening?
Oh, you know what? I'd be freaked out. Yeah.
Well, and he didn't like brazenly walk up, but he didn't run away either. Like when I was trying to shoo him off and try, I'm like, go away. And I was admittedly squawking like a lunatic, because that's freaky. That's a wild animal.
Mm-hmm.
And they're supposed to just naturally ignore you or like run from you.
Exactly, and I'm starting to feel better about why I was concerned about this raccoon. Because here's the comments. Like, look at this. It's like, wow, brave raccoon, right? Not usual. And he wanted either food or booty. I did say that last night, Grace. Actually,
Okay, wait. But the story continues, Grace.
It gets more involved. Like, yeah.
So I'm out there and I'm like, I'm going inside. This guy's freaking me out. He's like touching my legs. I don't know what's happening. And when you're looking at a wild animal like that, I'm like, is he just going to like launch at my face? And he wasn't acting like negative aggressively. Like, I do think he just wanted food, but still. So anyway, I go back inside and I'm this is it. I'm sitting in my house and I have a sliding glass door in the room I'm sitting in. And I have the glass door open. And then this raccoon comes up to was I on the phone with you, Claire, when this happened?
No, I came in later. I was
Okay.
like, I was away from the scene of the crime. We could have been on the phone because normally we are around that time. But yes, this all happened without witnesses. But I believe every minute of it.
so, so I'm sitting in this, I call it my TV room. I'm sitting in the couch on there, chatting, relaxing. And then on the screen door, this little raccoon, he's standing on his hind legs, has his front paws on the screen door, is like shaking the screen door, like, hey. And I was like, he followed me. Like came up on my deck. And then is like trying to get in through the screen door.
Yeah, that's brave. Like that, there's something wrong. I'm of the opinion there's something wrong with this raccoon. Like that's not normal behavior.
I'm of the opinion that there's a woman in this neighborhood feeding the raccoons and possibly the possums, because about a month ago I was out there hanging out and 3 possums came from different directions, surrounded the chair I was in, also touched my legs.
What?
Yes.
Okay. Now you see, this is why. Like, okay, this is not good.
It's freaky. I'm like, what? I don't understand what's happening.
Definitely, I don't know. They seem to agree with me. There's something wrong with the raccoon. It's not normal behavior. And your possums, like, are you wearing a new perfume or something like oh do wild creature or something like? Because like the possums are like. Should you just say that the possum also was brushing up against your leg? Like,
Yes,
and all very timid, like not brave things. Possums, like they hide out in night. They're night creatures. They hide out in the trees and go along the fence in your garden and your garbage
yeah,
and
I
stuff
mean,
like
they
that.
live on like one of their little habitats is underneath my garage, and I just let all the critters in my yard like be you
Mm-hmm,
critters, do your thing.
mm-hmm.
But also, please stop touching me. Why are you all touching me?
Like I don't understand how this possum got close enough to you to touch you in the first place. Like I would not be sitting there letting something like climb up my leg. No way.
Well,
Like,
I didn't. Okay, here's the possum story. So I was sitting out there. First of all, I chill out on my patio a lot. It's nice out there.
mm-hmm,
Um, and what I tend to do is I sit in one chair and I put my feet up in another chair. So I'm kind of like reclining out there.
mm-hmm.
And the possum, all the animals like walk around doing their thing. But um, yeah, possums are usually shy.
They are.
So this one possum, he walked up to the table. I'm sitting by like a patio table, right? He walked up to it underneath it, and I was like, that is disconcerting. You're a little close to me. And normally when they figure out I'm out there, they're like, oh, they just go in a different direction. They don't really run
Mm-hmm.
away because I think they're used to my voice and stuff. But they're like, no, thank you. And this guy kept walking up to me and like coming up and like so I'm like trapped in the chairs, sort of, because I don't have my feet on the ground. And I'm like, to get away, I have to like put my legs closer to them.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm watching this guy who came like direct, like towards me in front of me. And then what I didn't notice is that another possum had come up behind me, and then another possum had come up from my left side. So there were 3 of them around me. And then the first one started touching my legs, and I'm like, no, touch my legs. I don't think that's right. Please don't do that. Like, I don't know. I've just never had an animal just blatantly walk. I mean, I didn't have food. I didn't have anything for him. I don't know why they were
Yeah.
doing that.
I will say you were rather unsettled by the actions of the raccoon because it didn't stop. Like it was just very,
Because he
although
came up
calm,
and
he
was
just
like banging on the screen door.
he
I
was.
mean,
He was like, "Yo, remember I'm here. Like, where's my attention? Like, get out here. Like, come on, sexy legs. Like, come on, like, get out here. Like,
I
I
was
don't.
like, if it had been a man, I mean, it was like, I'm like, that guy's gonna break in here and attack me. I don't know what's happening.
It
And
wasn't.
I think
It
he
was
was like, I don't
aggressive.
know why this
Yeah,
lady is freaking out. Like, I mean, the raccoon was confused as well, but also very mission oriented.
yeah. I wonder what. Like, I think maybe he was hungry. Like, and he's used to people, somebody feeding him or something, and he just didn't understand why you weren't. I don't know, but I wouldn't feed a wild raccoon. Like, I
No,
don't
you
trust.
don't feed
Yeah,
animals like that in your yard. Like, they're there to take care of the other critters in the yard. Like, they eat the
exactly.
mice and ticks and
Hmm.
bugs and
Yeah. He could obviously you do them better service to let them actually fend for themselves. Like you're not when you feed a wild animal, you're not really helping them in the long run. Seriously. Um. mm,
And
yeah.
like I kind of wrote the possums off. I'm like, that was just a weird incident. But then the
Yeah.
raccoon, I'm like, now this is becoming a thing. Like, why
I,
are the animals in my yard all touching me?
yeah. Well, I think we're going to have to start talking about bee pheromones. In like maybe you need to get this. Maybe you need to get this pollination of the whole like nature's thing under control a little bit, just a little bit.
Like, it's something's wild is going on with me. I don't understand it.
Mm, I I don't know, but it seems to be going across all kinds of like animals and humans and everything else. It's like this bee pheromone thing. It's like a whole. It's like a thing. It's like a thing. Mm.
I'm glad my life has become like a joke. Even the animals are like, let's just mess with her.
Mm-hmm. Mousy, yes, you can be late to the Bear and Bee show because like it's impossible to be late because anytime you get here is just fine because it's about nothing.
Exactly.
Absolutely nothing.
We've got nothing for you.
Those
And that's
possums
what
are
I
playing
told that
fire truck.
raccoon.
They're playing fire truck. Oh my god. No other subjects today. No possums, raccoons. We have plenty of subjects. It's about nothing, everything, and whatever. Like there you
Okay,
go.
but here's the thing. Like, I'm not afraid of possums or raccoons or anything, but also, like, usually they just do their thing, you do your thing. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
like don't interact. Sometimes the possums will fall into my trash cans and I have to let them out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's no big deal. Um, but I sort of lost my mind when these animals walked up to me. It was the touching me.
Well,
Like
yeah. Yeah. It's like and you don't like, you don't want to make a big deal or whatever, but like why did they feel normally animals are even the ones that we live in the suburbs and all over, they're not really human oriented. They know that man is a danger to them.
exactly.
So like
And
and
I wasn't it's
you
not
do
like
have
I'm holding
human
an oatmeal
smell.
cream pie and I'm like, come over
No,
here.
well, apparently you do more than smell like human. You either smell like bee pollen or oatmeal cream pie is a great way to say it. Like you
It's cake
smell
I smell
delicious,
like.
apparently. You don't smell like, like I should be afraid of you human. You obviously smell different to them because damn, it was like I agree. Someone in the chat said that you're our like little old Disney princess. Yes, I think, are you like you should have been the next Snow White with all the animals. You remember that scene where she was with the birds and the animals and everybody loved her and all the little critters were trying to get up her skirt? Like remember that? Before the dwarfs entered the picture.
Well, okay, but they
We can
didn't
talk
run
about the
away.
dwarf part later, but we'll just deal
But
with the
these
small
animals
critters.
didn't run away when I'm clearly being like a bit hysterical. Like I wasn't screaming, but I was like making noises. And then I was trying to get out of the chair and the shorts I was wearing got like caught on a piece of metal in the chair and I'm like, I'm stuck. All these animals are here.
Mm-hmm.
But when he came up and was banging on the screen door, like,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
Yeah, it was Fishner that first said it about the Snow White, and I think maybe even Grace about the Disney princess. But I'm in actually agreement with that. Hey, Cat Ninja, good to see you. And Liam says that you are bathing in cream cheese. Have you been bathing in cream cheese? Because this could be the answer to everything. Like, if you're bathing in cream cheese, how could the raccoons and possums actually resist? I mean, seriously. Like, you're kind of setting them up a little bit, yeah?
I swear I'm not trying to lure them in.
Uh,
There's a raccoon whisperer on YouTube. You know, this my true theory is there's some woman near my age in the neighborhood feeding these animals, hand feeding them.
mhm. Yep.
And that's
I
why they're coming up to me.
I agree because they actually have been taught that there's some benefit to trusting a little bit that they get food and it's easier than hunting and they're getting used to it. They're probably there every day because we all know that old ladies that feed animals are consistent. They probably go out at the same time every day and just do it. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And maybe
they
like last night she wasn't there, and this guy's like, "Oh wait, I hear a lady over here. I'll go hit her up."
mhm. Mhm. So don't trust any old ladies with apples, number one, if you're going to be playing Snow White out there. Juju
But then,
Casey G wants to know if you're the raccoon whisperer. If you're going to start a channel, like the raccoon.
no, I'm the raccoon freaker outer. You know when you see like,
Wait a minute, Grace. What is glizzy juice? Do I need to know? Like, should I know what
what
glizzy
is
juice is?
glizzy juice?
Why do I not know what that is? Like, that seems like something I should know. Well, she could be. Yeah, cut back
Casey,
on the cheese bath. See, Wrecker saying the same thing. Liam, Wrecker, they all like they know you're bathing in the cream cheese. They're onto you. They're onto you.
do you know I did have cheese for dinner last night?
You did. It sounded wonderful too. Like I was jealous because I had no cheese. Yeah.
It was
Oh,
delicious,
mm. I love a
but
good cheese platter.
it
Mm.
brings all the animals to the yard. So,
Wait,
uh,
Juju's cheese, not her milkshake, but her cheese brings all the animals around. The Juju cheese.
I gotta earn the milkshake.
We're gonna have to we're gonna have to redo that song. There you go. Oh my god. Hey Cass. Good to see you.
But
Oh,
no, like you
Glizzy,
know,
hot dog. Glizzy is a hot dog. Ooh, hot dog juice. Like the water they boil it in. Ooh, yuck. Ooh, oh,
that
oh.
is gross, and I
Yeah,
love
that is
hot
kind of
dogs.
gross. Yeah. Mac and cheese with hot dogs. Hmm.
But no, this is a real question I have. Okay, you know how you freak out when like if you saw a mouse in your house, you
Mm-hmm.
do not remain calm. You semi lose your mind. You're
Uh,
not afraid of the mouse, but you're like,
yeah, yeah, I demouse the house definitely immediately. Yes, yeah.
yeah, okay, but if you look down and a mouse walks through your room right now, would you screech?
I would not. No, I would be like, no. I'm more proactive. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my bat? And why the hell didn't the dog or the cat like take care of that? Like, who the hell's not doing their job here? There's a mouse in the house. Who is getting fired?
What
Somebody's
if
getting
a wasp
fired.
landed on you?
Okay. A
Would you
wasp.
freak out?
Well, it doesn't. Yes, because that's a tickly thing right on my skin, and anything that, like, yeah, I would get like the shoulder oogie thing going on. I would probably scream if something tickled on my skin. Yeah,
Okay,
like
I
a
don't.
spider drops on me. I'm not afraid of spiders, except for spiders that freaking touch me. Like if like the wasp touch me, I'm freaking out. The mouse, if you said if the mouse crawled up your arm, I would freak out. If it touches me, I'm having a knip shit. Like bigger than you've ever seen anybody ever had, like screaming at the top of my lungs like a little sissy girl. Yes. But if I just saw it walk across the floor, I'd be like, who the hell didn't do their job? Somebody get that freaking mouse out of my
See,
house.
I don't believe you. I don't think that's true because
No,
I
it
too
is.
am not afraid of mice. But I have like screamed about mice being in my house. And a few times where I was like, I hope my neighbors did not hear that and are not calling 911. Like it was just unconscious. Like I just screeched when I saw it. And then I'm like, all right, handle the situation.
You
But
know what? My, I don't know. My sister is deathly afraid. Like if she sees a mouse, like, and she has the lower level apartment, and so occasionally, because like when the weather changes, like a field mice might try to like get in through the door or whatever because it's warmer in there. And if she sees a mouse, she will literally run upstairs and refuse to go downstairs until you show her the carcass of what remained of that mouse. Like you have to find it, kill it, like show her that it
She is
can't like do
aware the
anything.
mice can
She,
like move levels on the in your home.
I get that, but nope. Like, don't tell her that. Next thing you know, she'd be sitting on top of the refrigerator. Like, I'm serious. Like, she gets really, really like she screams, runs. I never seen her move so fast in her life. Like, she's terrified of the mice. But I'm not. Like you said, you doubt it, but I'm serious. I could look at that mouse and say, "Somebody get that
Well,
mouse out
I
of my
can
house."
too, but if
Yeah.
I do not expect a mouse in my house, it startles me. And
Yeah,
like
no, nobody.
I had one. A mouse got in. I had a cat at the time, but I knew he was like on top of it. But I
Mm-hmm.
still put out a trap for the mouse, and I was on the phone with someone walking into my kitchen, not thinking about the mouse, and I just see this mouse flipping out in the trap, and I screamed. And then I was like, all right, settle down. That's just a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
You put that trap
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Yeah. Mm. And you know what Liam said? Slugs. Nope. I'm kind of with you on that.
Oh,
They're very gross looking, and don't give me any food with eyeballs. Like, I mean, I freak out about stuff.
have you
Obviously.
ever stepped barefoot on a slug or a worm? It's
Oh God. Oh my God. Yes. Or
don't
worse
do
than
it.
that. Okay. Or a cricket or grass, like, because they like go to move and like it tries to jump when it's under your foot. It's, oh my God.
I don't
That
think
was
I've
the
ever
freakiest.
done that.
That was the freakiest thing. Well, there's this one park we go to in like there's all this grassy fields on either side, and so that we get those small green grasshoppery like crickets that just just jump, like they actually jump on you, like if they hear warmth or whatever. It like they were everywhere, and actually with the sandal, and it was a flip flop, and like your foot comes out and then you step on it. It was like bad. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like bugs don't really bother me. Like none of that. I mean, I don't really care. Snakes, worms,
Mm-hmm.
tubular animals, I have no interest in. I will flip out if there was like a snake on my patio.
Oh, I like snakes at a distance, and I don't
Nope.
mind touching them, and I will pet them, and I've held them, and I like take the
Listen, I've
grandson.
done all that, but I still. And like, I mean,
I
if
don't
I
want
see
to
a
live
black
with
snake in
one.
my yard right now, I'd be like, awesome. That guy's eating
Mm.
up some mice.
Uh,
However, please don't slither up to me and want me to touch you. I don't
exactly,
want that.
exactly. It's okay. So Record says, pull out a grenade and blast them critters. I hope you know, Record, that when it comes to anything to do with this, you're in charge. Do not blow up the house, but you better get rid of them critters. Do not. Do not blow up the house. What do you mean blow up the house? Don't blow up the house with the grenade. You're gonna have to be brave and like, put on some gloves and use your hands or whatever. Get up and personal with it. I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
I am friends with a herpetologist, and I told her, I'm like, if there is a snake anywhere in my home or yard, I will be contacting you, and you will have to take that is absolutely your job.
Hmm.
And then I
Hmm.
randomly ask her snake. Okay, the whole thing with snakes. My mom was terrified of snakes, like
Mm-hmm.
deathly afraid. And so she just transferred that fear to me. So
Yes,
that's, I mean,
parents
she
can
pushed
do
me
that.
down one time and ran over the top of me.
Until you get to that age, at least like me, when I became like a preteen, and then everything that terrified my mom was like the funniest thing ever. Like we literally got rubber spiders in, like got the mechanical mice in like the hands, the creeper crawler. We played so many tricks on her because she was
No,
like
my
so
mom would not
scared.
allow, not with snakes.
Oh
Like
yeah,
she was
she would chase us with the broom. Like we paid heavily for this stuff, but still, it was still funny. We were just snarky. What can I
no,
say?
my mom legit. We were so we went for a bike ride. There's these bike trails where we live, and we got off to like go look at this little gorge or creek or something. And I got full body slammed from behind. I did not know what was happening. We're just casually walking on this trail. Full body slammed. She ran over the top of me after I hit the ground, like feet square in the middle of my back. And she got, I don't know, 25 yards away, turned around and started screaming at me to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know what happened. Why did you push me down and run over me? And then she just started screaming snake. And I was
Oh God. So like you had a traumatic episode. Like this is why you're afraid to stay. Like I could see that. But like
but I
actually
was like, Mom, I'm
as-
your baby. You didn't even try to say, you like
well, wait a minute.
sacrificed me to the
You should-
snake.
But under this kind of like thinking, you should actually be more afraid of moms than snakes because
I
the
know.
snake
My mom was like, fuck you. I'm saving myself.
because the snake actually didn't do anything to you. It
No,
was
didn't
your
I?
mom.
She got mad at me.
Ran
'cause
you
I
over.
looked at the
She
snake.
pushed
I like
you.
stood
She,
up.
like,
I'm like, where
she
is it? She goes, don't look at it. I'm like,
don't look at it. Like, don't look at. No, I understand. People do get fear, and I'm not making fun of people's fears because we're all afraid of something, like, and things oogie us out or whatever. But like, my mom was afraid of like a lot of little things, but then not other things that would freak most people out. Like, you ever see a praying mantis? It's pretty big, right? Like a
yeah, they're
praying
cool
like
looking.
okay. And like we got one that came in our house, but my mother was so superstitious that she wouldn't get rid of it. She let it live there on our curtain. In like, we couldn't go in and out the back door or anything. She just let it live there like forever till it chose to leave. And she kept opening the window for it, stuff like that. But she was afraid to go anywhere near it. Like, she
See, I'm
wouldn't.
not afraid of those. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, and real, I'm not like afraid of snakes.
Here's what
But
record says
also-
in response to your mother's reaction. You can always have more kids, right? Like,
I was so offended by it. She pushed my ass down.
you should have been. Like I said, like you should have more fear of moms than you should snakes.
I mean, that it was like the epitome of like fight or flight, and she was like, I choose flight.
I feel
all day
bad 'cause
long.
she was obviously distressed, and we shouldn't be laughing about that. But damn, it is funny.
I
Like,
mean,
could
she
just
did
see it.
stop herself
Like-
from running and turn around and attempt to help me from a safe distance. But
yeah. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. But
and she could spot snakes from like miles away. She had one in her house one day, and she climbed out the bedroom window. And then, which she goes, I knew exactly what it was. I saw him, and he was like blocking her way to like all the exits of the house, like the doors. So she went to one of the bedrooms, and she goes, I threw all the office supplies out the window to make sure there were no snakes under the window. And I'm like, I don't think snakes were like descending upon your house, Mom. Like, it was just one came in. But then she went, like, climbed out the window. And my brother said when he got there, she was standing in the middle of the driveway with a giant stick, like, ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to, like, calm her down. He went in and got the snake. But
no, I tell you, like anything that's gonna crawl on me or anything uninvited coming anywhere near me, it's a bad thing. Whether it be a snake, a mouse, a spider, like whatever. When they're doing their thing and they're over there, like to each his own. Like, go ahead, because like I'm a little harsher than you are. Like I squish it. Like you invade my space, you're dead.
see, I generally let him live, you know?
I
like,
know, like you're deathly afraid of, like you said, you were afraid of spiders, and they told me you would actually capture it and let it go. Even the stink bug. Didn't we have this conversation already?
Yeah,
about
I
the
take
stink
it.
bug? Which
Well, the
actually
spiders
is
I just let
actually-
live.
it doesn't have any reason to exist in it's actually harmful to the United States, and you're like, I have to set it free in the yard, and it's just gonna come right back. Like I'm just like,
They
nope.
don't come back. They're like,
Not
thank
me.
you.
I find the most creative way to try to, like, I've wrapped them in a tissue without squishing them, because then they put that smell in the air, and then there's so many more. And then I have to flush it down the toilet, because if you flush it down the toilet without the tissue, that damn thing comes back up. It starts crawling out of the toilet, and I kid you not, like they can breathe underwater or something unless you give something to hold. So I have to hold them down. And because I'm not a true gangster or a mobster, I don't know how to do like little cement boots on little stink bugs or anything like that, or the lint or any of that stuff. I had to wrap it in the tissue, and it seemed to work. Okay, it works for me. They don't come
I
back
mean,
up.
there's no big deal. Like, you either walk to the bathroom and throw them in the toilet, or you walk to the back door and throw them out the back door.
Ricker, I don't believe anything's not trying to kill you in New Zealand at all. Like, don't put that line out
Well,
there.
all this stuff comes and lives in our yards and how, like,
I'm telling you, the sun in New Zealand, because I guess the sky is so clear, or the ozone, and there's less pollution. I don't know what it is, but in the summer, the sun in New Zealand is worse than anywhere else I've ever heard of. Like, you would burn in the shade. Like no. New Zealand itself is trying to kill you, Ricker. I can't do it for you. Like, it's like, I'm sorry. It's a beautiful place, though. I'm not dissing it. Like, it's gorgeous, but like, it's not like Australia where you've got kangaroos jumping at you and bears, and like the bugs are like 10 times the size of anything else you've ever seen. They have spiders there, Juju, that are as big as your head. They, yeah, seriously, it's not good. Like, I don't want. Everything tries to kill you in Australia. Mhm.
well, evidently everything's trying to kill me in my yard too. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Claire, 2 stink bugs. Just accept the drowning, and everything is gonna be fine. Exactly. Just go with it, because it's just gonna keep happening. So just go with it.
But the
Like,
stink
get it over
bugs
with.
don't do anything. They just walk around real slow.
They
You know,
smell.
though, my
No,
cat figured
actually, they
out.
do a lot to the crops, and they do a lot to actually your ecological balance in your backyard as far as parasite insects versus others, because the stink bug has no natural enemy out there, and so
The
they
spider.
override everything. No, spiders don't eat stink bug. All right, have you seen a
Nobody
spider
eats
web?
stink bugs because they
No.
stink.
Have you seen a stink bug in a spider web? I haven't, and they've been here for
No, but I
years.
haven't seen a lot of bugs in a spider web, and I just know that.
I have, like especially out near my shed, because I don't de-spider web my shed. Like, I let the spiders have it because I don't go in there. But there will be no stink bugs in that web. There'll be every other kind of bug, including some really big ones that you're surprised that they got caught in the netting. Like how dumb are they? Like, they're like 10 times the size of the spider,
How
and they
many
got caught.
stink bugs are in your yard? A lot?
I think, like, every year, like, you know how you said that they go to your front window, your big window? Every year on the front window and my big window, I see them on the curtains, And I'd say I am guilty of drowning at least 15 stink bugs a season. Yes.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen a stink bug in my house in a few years.
Well, I'm on the East Coast. It's a little damper, and they were very prevalent here. Like, it's an invasion here. Like, we have warnings, from you know, our mosquito association that actually tries to, abate the mosquitoes every season. Actually took stink bugs on as a warning too, and like put stuff in our mailboxes and everything. Like, there were so many of them. And they're bad for the trees. They're bad for the natural flora and fauna, and they really do disrupt the insect balance in your yard. So there you go. Well, hey, always nice to see you. On that, I have a thing. Like, I'm not creeped out by them, but I
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I love bugs.
I know.
Like, just do your thing,
I
bug.
just hope you don't think anything less of me because I'm a bug murderer. But, like, invade my space, crawl on my skin, you're gonna die. Like,
No, I'm well aware that I give a lot of leeway to creatures.
mhm. Now, I don't go out of my way to kill a mouse or any other small creature. Like, I would try to put those out if I could. But if they're persistent, like, I am going to put down the poison in the trap, and I'm going to make it very uncomfortable for you to keep invading my space.
I know.
Yes.
Well, I put poison down for my mice, and I had a big fight with my brother about it because he thinks that's cruel. And that if any of the mice went back outside,
Mhm.
they could take out other creatures in the yard. And I'm
Mhm.
like, don't care anymore. They're in my house.
I agree with you, Daniel J. Mark Twain said, "The good Lord made nothing without a purpose, but the fly comes close." That, cockroaches, and stink bugs. I'm right with you. I'm right with you. I'm right with you. Yeah. I mean, come on. What's the purpose of a cockroach except for like, really? Like, come on.
I don't know. Well, I did realize. So, remember when I told you I had the flies in my house because I left my back door open?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when that raccoon was messing with me last night, I got up to come inside, and I'm like, "Shoot, my back door's open." I'm like, "What if he went inside?" So now I have to keep my door closed all the time, and that's just not fair.
It's not. It's because, but screen door, whatever. But until you get him to like realize he's not welcome. Hey, Liam, congratulations. That's kind of cool. You won a £5 voucher for bread
Nice.
on Just Eats. Yeah, I hope you get something nice with it. Mm. I'm with you, Grace. Come to my threshold and you're not invited, you're gonna die. I know that sounds like so evil, but it's true. It's true. Like, yeah, I can't help it. Especially if they're crawling on me. Ugh,
Mrs.
ugh.
Mrs. C. I didn't see that joke, but it's a good one.
Wait, Juju said you didn't like my delivery man joke as he tried bringing a snake inside your house one night. Oh, yes, he did. Oh gosh, he did. No, you know what? Like, you should be afraid of some snakes. Yes, especially sneaky snakes.
He
Like,
wasn't
yes,
sneaky. He was bold and up front.
yes, he was, wasn't he? But still, that's kind of sneaky. It's kind of
And he
sneaky.
did give me groceries. So
Oh, sure, that makes it all okay. Like, I got some popsicles and some lettuce, and like, yeah, he can do that. No,
no, he said,
no.
I hope your ice cream didn't melt. I'm like,
Hmm.
thank you,
I
sir.
have to say he was at least like knew what he was at least humorous enough to like look at himself and realize what he was saying and say, "Hey, I just had to try." Like, you can't really.
Yeah, he did say that. I had to give it a shot.
And anybody that takes no for an answer, I got to give him good credit. Like,
Yeah,
you
the
took no
second
for
I
an
said
answer.
no, he backed right off. So I'm
Yeah,
like, all right.
and that's how it should be. Like, do the hard press, but then when the answer is no, like, have some good humor about it. Don't be an ass. Yeah, that was nice. I actually think that was kind of cool of him. Actually, really, you know,
I'm like,
you
I
know.
still don't know if it was an insult or a compliment, but whatever.
Mm, I think it's kind of a combination of both. Actually, so whatever, you know, it is. Hey, Chris, is that you? Holy crap. Dude, I'm so happy to see you if that's you. It's my friend Chris from Australia. We're just talking about everything in Australia trying to kill you, and here you come. I hope you didn't bring any of those damn bears with you. That's good.
Wrecker.
Oh my
Just
god, I gotta put that up. You want to read that?
stand in my
Okay.
yard and blast an air horn.
To get some earmuffs in an air horn. Oh, that's a good idea, actually, though. A sudden noise like that, like, a real quick, or here's a cheaper way to do it. And um, I had to do this with a cat that wouldn't stay out of my yard. Okay.
I
You
have cats in my
put
yard too.
okay, so you put you get a metal can that has a lid, like a coffee can. You know how they come with plastic lids or anything,
And
even
put
a
change in
Pringle
it.
can, and put your change in and make a big loud rattle. Make sure it's a metal can and make a big, 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 big loud rattle, you know, and and violently shake it at them. Like it's seriously going to do something to them. Like fight, like absolutely shake it out. Yes, Chris, I agree. Fighting those drop bears is a full-time job. You've made it quite a big part of my life, actually. All the way here in America. Like, it's like, oh God. But
The raccoons and possums don't like wearing earmuffs.
hmm
They hate it.
well, 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 well. Hello, Mallory. You're welcome to say hello anytime you want. Hi. Yes.
What do you mean, Grace Case? If the raccoons leave the cats alone, you can trust them?
Hmm.
I mean, they're like little. No, I do not feed those cats. I hate those cats. Those cats are a menace. You know, I'm like, because they come up to the doors and they jump on the outside windowsills, and they used to like mess with my cat. Like I had to close the windows at night, and that's terrible. You shouldn't have to do that.
No.
They're like little hood cats. But they released hawks at the airport, and I think it took out some of the cats, which I'm glad.
Hmm. Well, so did you think about perhaps using the noise to try to get them to stay away?
No, I just went the complain about them behind their back way.
But apparently this raccoon doesn't care. Like that's a problem. Like this raccoon is not gonna care at all about.
Do you think that raccoon will come back?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I mean,
actually.
because I was going to go outside later tonight.
Well, you can go outside, but I would bring well, if I was in you want to know how I would do it, or you want to take like general kind advice from the chat?
Let's go with both. How would you do it?
I don't go outside in my backyard without my bat.
What? I'm not going to bat him. Like, it's not his fault.
Nobody said you had to bat him. You just have to look like you would. It solves half the problem right there.
Listen, I do not look for. I could look.
You just need to sit that bat next to you like you know how to use it.
That raccoon doesn't know. He's gonna be like, she's armed now.
I assure you that every raccoon knows what a bat is. Like they're raccoons.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
But he comes to my yard and he plays in the pool in the water.
So you're actually encouraging his bad behavior, and then you're complaining about it when he takes liberties.
Well, he got too aggressive with me.
Like, what
he crossed a line. And the line is knocking on my door.
Obviously, the raccoon doesn't understand the rules because, like, he don't know. Like, you're letting him play in your pool. Like, that's your pool. And he's like, well, why do I get to play in the pool, but I can't come in and look in the refrigerator? Like, what's that? Like,
yeah, I set that rule with humans too, raccoon.
Like, like you could come and play in my pool, but you're not allowed to look at my refrigerator.
But they're so cute when they play in the water. It's adorable. Mm-hmm. Take two bats and knock. Yeah. Okay, I'm sitting out on my patio to like relax, and now you guys want me out there like walking around like threatening the neighborhood animals.
You know what? I'm just saying, I just have too many statistics about raccoons in my head for me to be like really friendly with a raccoon. As cute as they look, especially if they're little. And you said this one was younger.
I think it was a juvenile, yeah.
So they still have this cute look about them. They're not all fat and aggressive looking, like, you know, they're going to eat you rather than talk to you.
I know, like a large portion of you does want to pick that raccoon up and snuggle it.
Oh also, my God. I'm like, this is why they're all flocking to you. You get it?
Okay. I like to snuggle.
Because you'll, yeah, oh gosh.
No, I would never do that. I'm like, I won't even feed him, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. Guys, my life is real hard. This is what's happening in it.
I agree with you, Chris. This is advice I'm giving her. There's no good relationship with a raccoon. It all turns bad. If a raccoon's anywhere near humans, it's not going to be a good thing.
Wait, possums are great. I love possums.
They could be rather evil too in the yard and everything like that. Do you have the naked face kind, like when you shine a light and it looks like a ghostly naked face up there? Like we have the scary looking kind. They do look like evil creatures,
like giant rat tails. But no,
stories were made after possums and children's nightmares.
I know, and those are terrible rumors that should be spread because possums are very good to have in your yard. You know, they eat everything. It's like having a little garbage man who lives in your yard, and every night he goes and cleans up all the crap you don't want out there.
Let me just tell you this. She says this now, people, until she finds out it was the damn possum that actually encouraged the raccoon to knock on her door.
That's what I think. I'm like, I bet they bet him. Because he's a little juvenile, and they're like,
They're
watch
like,
this.
hey,
Go up there.
raccoon, go up there. Like, so it's like, she'll love it. Go knock on the door. Yeah, she'll love it. Like, be persistent. She loves when you're dedicated to the mission. Like, yeah, be persistent. Try to get in there.
They're like, she always lets us out of the trash can.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why Chris and I are right. Possums are evil. You actually admit that you think that the possums are actually encouraging the raccoon to misbehave, and yet you're sticking up for them. I'm telling you, they're evil.
But I do like I like the possums. I mean,
we can like them from a distance as long as they keep their snarky ass up in the tree and out of my face. I'm fine. Like, don't come anywhere near me. Like I said, be in the tree, do your thing, but don't touch me. Don't come near me, and definitely don't try to come into my space.
Well, that's the thing. They've started touching. that's where they've gone too far.
And you're still saying cute, cuddly, and adorable.
Yeah,
and
but like I would have had a lot more mice in my house if those possums weren't out there doing their job.
Okay, well, that would be, so you feel like the mice don't have any rights to come in the house and invade you, but like raccoons that are trying to do it, they're cuddly. And the possum who's
Listen, I didn't let that raccoon in. I closed the door in his face. And I shut the curtains.
You
firmly.
did too. And let's not forget that this went on for hours. Like, she had to keep looking too. And that damn thing was still out there.
Because I could hear him rattling on the screen. Like, he was like knocking on the door. He's like, excuse me, ma'am, you accidentally closed this door in my face.
Yeah, you didn't mean that. We know you think we're cuddly. Wait, you went from cuddle to slam the door in my face? What's wrong with you?
Well, in my defense, I was never at cuddle with him. I mean, I was like, you're adorable, but get away from me.
No, you said like you had to resist the urge to pick him up.
Well, you do. I mean, if you see something adorable and cute, do you not want to snuggle it a little bit?
I know many people facing criminal charges for this. This is not a good thing to put out in the universe here right now. Just because it looks like it's cute and adorable, don't touch it, please. There's not permission to go cuddle. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Like,
yeah. Don't encourage those animals.
Yes, please. Don't. Yes, of two-legged, four-legged, whatever. Do not encourage. Do not converge the invasion of personal space like that. Like, yeah, that's like the old ladies that like to pinch your cheeks, because they think you're cute, and they do it to you when you're a kid. It's not good, right? Did you like that when you were a kid? I didn't. Like,
no, well, and I do have like chubby cheeks. Mm-hmm. No, I don't like that. Like, don't touch me if I don't invite you to touch me.
Mm-hmm. I was a bit of a brat. Like, there would be like nice ladies in the neighborhood, whatever, and they would be like, "Oh, Claire, your hair's so beautiful." They go to touch my hair because being a redhead, whatever. I don't know. I had a lot of it. So they go to touch it and everything, and I would like make believe it was a wig, and I'd go put my hand up at the top. I go, "Would you like it?" And like they would scream. I got the broom so many times for that. I said, I can't help it, Mom. Like, this is wrong. Like, they just always want to touch me and stuff. I'm tired of it. Like, I am. It's like, and the ones that like, oh, you're so cute, and they're pinching your little cheeks, and I'm like,
See, I lived in Germany when I was little, and they all liked me because I spoke English, and they would always go, "So little to speak English." It didn't sound like that, but. And then they would give me like candy and pretzels. So maybe I let it go on a little too.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, by all means, squeeze my cheeks.
I'm starting to agree with you here. Like, I'm worried. We're gonna have to have an intervention.
Wait, Liam's like starting to give the raccoon advice too.
I know the raccoon. I mean, Record, you need to talk to me. We got to work on that intervention. Forget that intervention stuff she tried to pull on me. Like, this is serious. Okay.
Mousy too. The raccoon brings groceries. Can he come in?
Raccoon needs a tux and a box of chocolates. Actually, he needs a well-fitting pair of jeans and a flannel shirt, if I know JuJu.
You do know JuJu.
Okay, like, the hell with the tux. Like, let's just see how those jeans fit. And a nice soft flannel would be nice. But anyway. This you know what? For not having anything to talk about, this was quite interesting. It's like, we know more and more about like our different styles in bug treatment, in mouse treatment, in you actually our friend Mousy. Mousy, I'm available to you after the stream if you want to talk this out. I do realize you just had to hear all these terrible stories about how she was going to kill that mouse and go through this whole thing, and it might be traumatizing. And I feel for you.
Mousy was around when I waged war on the mice in my house, and
yeah.
And I was celebrating every time they took poison. I'm like, check this out.
Oh no.
Mousy's like, this is terrible. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, she's not. Little bloated bodies everywhere, and she's gleeful. But she's still got a problem with me taking a bat outside to keep the raccoon away. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah. Like,
well, that just seems. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I never had to use a bat on a raccoon. Like, they just, stay away because they know you know how to use the bat. So they stay away. And, I'm with you on the poisoning, though, of the mice and stuff. I do give them a chance to leave on their own. And like I said, somebody's not doing their job if I have a mouse in my house. Like, I have a dog, and we have, like,
Yeah, my cat died when it was, like, my big problem. And then I'm like, there's a lot. I did not know how much extermination work he was doing.
You want to hear something like of course it's like Murphy's Law, right? When I had the most cat, I had 5 cats at one time and 1 dog, a German Shepherd. And do you know I had more mice in this house when I had 5 cats than I do now with just the 1 dog?
Because of the cat food?
Because cats, okay, I love cats, don't get me wrong. But anybody who doesn't think that cats are fucking assholes is insane. Because
I know, that's what I love about them.
they don't care. Like, if you don't want the mouse in the house, they're like, yo, mom, here's a mouse. Here's a mouse.
I know.
Mom.
When my cat would catch a mouse, he would bring it to my bedroom, like when I was sleeping.
On your bed, right? Like,
no, he would not drop it on my bed. He learned.
You know what happened, Juju? I would wake up every morning with stuff on my nightstand. Bees, crickets, half-eaten bugs. Like, my cats were awful. And they were like, look, we brought you presents.
They're like, we love you.
Yeah, they play with everything until it dies. They tear
They do. They are cruel. Like, that is, because I used to yell at my cat. I'd be like, stop, murder faster. Because you are torturing that mouse. That is rude.
And they would take, I'm telling you, they would take the fish out of the fish tank. They took the geckos out of the tank, and they would just bring them to you and leave them there because they scare them to death. They die, and then they leave you the body.
Well, when I had a fish tank, I always told my cats, I'm like, if you get it out, it's yours. Like, you've earned it.
I mean, not to mention the hairballs. Like, they would even bring me their hairballs afterwards. It's ridiculous.
Although I did once watch my cat. My cat couldn't eat mice. It like made him sick. He couldn't process protein, and cats are carnivores. It's a whole thing. But I watched him eat a mouse one time and then turn like 90 degrees and vomit that mouse back up onto my area rug, and I'm like, come on.
I'm just telling you, it's just like so gross. And my cats all had toys, Mousy and Grace. There was no reason that they would have to do all of this, like, and torture.
No, because cats are like, I'm pretty sure this is true. They are the only other creature that murders for fun. Besides man.
They are evil, and Daniel's right. Those who don't think that cats are assholes have never been owned by one. Because let's be real, we don't own cats. Cats own us, okay? Cats do not need us. They do not need us at all. We love them. They're cute. They're cuddly. I do love, like, they purr. Like, a cat that comes up and lays on you and starts purring is like the most relaxing little thing. So it's sweet, okay? But let's be clear. I know the evil of cat. Like, I lived with cats. I love them. They're quite unique. They're beautiful creatures, but intelligent and definitely evil. And they're just like me. They're definitely an asshole, and they don't care. They do not give up AF at all. They are going to be the asshole they want to be, whatever you say, whatever you do. You can't keep a cat from doing anything. If you say, don't you like, how you have breakable stuff up there? Like, you're on the computer, right, Juju? And you're minding your own business. You're doing what you want, but you're not paying enough attention to the cat. There's 2 things that cat's going to do. It's either going to lay on your keyboard, all right, or get a hold of your mouse to turn your whole keyboard off, or he's gonna walk over to your dresser and start eyeballing something breakable and start moving it to the edge until you catch notice, so that you can start panicking on whether they're gonna pull it off or something. But they're gonna get your attention, like one way or another, and just get you to stop doing whatever you do. Like, they don't play. They don't play. Oh, wait, that's your view on living with women? It's like, they're all assholes. Is that it? Is that it? They're evil assholes.
We just start knocking stuff around because Liam's not paying
They're
attention.
lovey, they're lovable and cuddly, and who doesn't want to hear them purr? But then again, they're evil assholes that do whatever. I get you, Liam. I can see. Oh my god, you're so perfect. I think about men like that sometimes.
I was just gonna say, like, men do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big, like, I need my alone time, and I'm like, please get away from me.
I mean, Juju, have you ever been guilty of the cuddle? Okay, that's enough. Get the hell away from me.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they're like, but I thought you wanted to cuddle. Like, yeah, that was 10 minutes ago. Like, get off.
Like, we've refilled that battery, and now we're done. It's recharged.
And it's like, yeah, okay, never mind. Sorry, I digress. Like, I do love men. I have great respect for men. I do. But
yeah, but sometimes it's nice to be away from them too.
yeah, sometimes you're too far away though. Yeah, I gotta say.
True.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. What can I tell you?
Your service is no longer needed.
Yeah, exactly. I'm warm now. Get off.
Or like, I'm going to sleep now.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
No need to touch.
It's like it, or like I'm guilty of the, can we talk about this? Blah, 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 blah. I'll go on for like 10, 15 minutes. As soon as they chime in on what they think about it, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Can I go to sleep now?
I know. I really just need to say a whole bunch of words right now.
Like, let me just vomit everything out on you, but you don't get to say it. Like, I'm done. Okay, good night.
No need for interaction back.
It's like, but I've learned to like preface that conversation. Listen, I'm just gonna talk at you for a few minutes. No need for you to interject.
I know. I'll say that too, or I'll be like, I just need like a nod every once in a while, or like,
I say,
I'm like, you don't even. Sometimes I'll be like, you don't even have to listen to this, but could you look like you are? Like, just like randomly encourage me because I just need to ramble. Like, that's why I work stuff out though.
Thank you. Icarus says he sent me a Baldur's Gate cat video. That would be a nice change than the ones I've been getting with that damn bear thing. Like, thank you, Icarus. I appreciate the cat video. I actually do. But oh my gosh. Are you? I have to say, I got to give Boo a lot of credit because I could actually say, listen, you don't even have to really listen. You could just grunt and nod once in a while. I just need to vomit all this out. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm like a vocal processor.
Yeah.
I'll be like, totally, after I say it all, and I'm like, first of all, 90% of what I'm saying doesn't make sense / is bullshit. But I have to say it to like figure that out. Yeah.
No, Fishnerd's getting a complex. I'm sorry. We're not. Listen, we love men. Like, I'm not going to be happy. Like, and definitely nothing. Yeah. It's just, I know how weird I am about stupid stuff. Like, and I'll call my own bullshit out about that actually. Because you know what? If they did that to me, I would be so upset. If they were like, if I was like cuddling with them and everything, and then they were like, okay, that's enough, get out of here. I'm like, I would be so rude, but like, I would feel so like, ooh. But yeah. But I own my shit. Like, I've been guilty of it. No, I don't. No, oh gosh, yeah, I did that. Well, I guess I asked for it, didn't I, dude? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna be very sketch opening on your DMs for a while. That's all. Like, now you got me scared there. Yeah. I never turn down biscuits. True. Why would you? Any kind. The English version, which is a cookie, and or American, right? Like biscuits, like Southern.
Or the
biscuits.
ones cats make.
Yep. Cats make biscuits?
Well, they need.
Cats made biscuits.
They need. Like need their paws.
Oh, like yeah,
when they're content.
they do they, or are they just what are they doing?
They do it when they're content.
Oh, okay. So I get it. I know what you're talking about when they need the biscuits. Okay, I get
Yeah,
it.
it's like that's
Mhm.
the motion they made when they were nursing, when they were
Oh,
babies.
it is, and it's like something that sticks with them their whole life. Like, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all fine till the fatal words. Here's your front door key. Oh, God. Liam, don't give out the key. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, yeah. Mm, Here's your front door key. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. We sound so jaded, don't we, Juju? It's really not like it. And not.
No, I am jaded. I'm like,
Mm. There's hope. You could be happy. Like there's definitely you find somebody just as much an asshole as you are. You'll be fine.
but
I mean,
it's like,
basically,
oh,
I
I'll
mean,
give you 10 years to feel safe and secure in this relationship. I'm like, great. That
no,
is what I need.
no. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's my advice to everybody. There is an asshole out there for you, definitely one you'll recognize, just like your own. Yep.
I always think we're trying to match crazies. Like, does your crazy compliment my crazy?
Yeah, they can't match it. They gotta compliment it. Like
Yeah.
you don't want if that's actually sound advice. Everybody's crazy. You just don't want the same kind of crazy in the same relationship.
Well, and
That
is it a crazy you can tolerate? Like,
yeah, and how much crazy? Like, is it fun crazy or is it like, yeah? But and
well,
that
usually
changes.
there's a little bit of fun crazy, but there's
Yeah, but usually in the beginning, like all crazy is fun, but you can wear you down pretty fast and become like, nope, nope,
well, and that's
nope.
why you have to be together for a while because you hide your crazy when you first meet someone, and then you like
Have you
slowly
met
start.
me? I definitely do not hide my crazy. Nope.
I bet you do a little. In
I
a
do not.
relationship, there's no way you don't lead with your crazy.
I lead with being so damn honest. It's uncomfortable. You could ask partners. I'll give you some names. Yeah, swear. I don't know. Even my friendships. I mean, am I not like in the beginning, like so damn, like it's uncomfortable. Yeah, because I'm like direct and honest, and
Yeah, but
I ask the
sometimes you
hard
don't know what
questions.
your crazy is
Yeah,
until
but if I'm
you
actually
unleash it.
interested in you as a person, I ask the hard questions right up front. Like, yeah, I ain't waiting around. I don't care about like, life is short. Like, life is too damn short for that. Mm,
Okay, I
yeah.
agree with all that, but I mean, I think you're like we're also not aware of our own crazy. I
True.
mean,
I
some
mean,
of it
I
I'll
would
be like,
I
I
would
do that, and that is
I'll give you
crazy.
that. I'm sure they learn I'm a much more crazy than they thought as they go along. Like I'm sure
Yeah,
they
like I would say, I'm like I present well, but like,
but like I'm sure, but like I do actually believe in one damn thing. Like if you could sit there and have a really bad cup of coffee for like 6 hours with somebody, like repeatedly, and have a conversation, there really isn't that much crazy that's gonna kill me. Yeah, yeah, on it. That's an interesting thing. Like then they're invested like in you and learning about you, and you're pretty well invested in learning about them, which is a good start. Daniel, you're cracking me up, dude. You're just cracking. This is good. The 428 voices in my head insist that I'm perfectly sane. Oh gosh, I agree. Okay, and I agree with you too, Chris. Yeah, Chris, you're right. It's too boring without crazy. Like right, because life itself is crazy. Is absolutely crazy. The ups and the downs, and just when everything's going right, somebody pulls the rug out from under you, or something happens. You can't really plan for everything. You know, even in the best of situations. So, like, yeah, crazy does make it all interesting for sure. Oh, Liam said, "Watch out! 428 is fine. It's that 429 you have to watch out for." Is there really a limit on the voices in your head? Like, come on, really, really? Hmm. Oh, Jaded B. We're gonna call you Jade B. They want to call you Jade B. Now I have to change. Do I have to change? Oh, I'm gonna have to change the promo and everything. This is terrible.
Jaded bee.
Yeah, you're
Who
Jade
hurt
B.
you? Let me tell you. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, someone said crazy. Rabbits is here. Hi, Rabbits.
rabbits right on
Hey,
time.
good show. Were they whispering to you, rabbits? Like, hello. Yeah. This is the show, Rabbits, in case you want to know. This is the one about nothing in everything, in whatever, but it's nothing. I love the new promo, Juju. You tell them, we got nothing for you. Nothing. We brought nothing. We don't want to talk about anything. Like, nothing.
Right.
Whatever you expected, just be assured you're going to be disappointed because this is nothing.
We're gonna figure out how to
nothing.
handle aggressive raccoons in your yard.
Actually, we didn't figure that out. We just know that raccoon wants something. We still don't know what, and we still don't know how we're going to get them to stop knocking on your door. We learned nothing. I'm telling you.
Exactly. We lived up to our name. Nothing was accomplished.
We're not here to solve problems. We're not here to give advice. We're not here to we're not even here to entertain. If you're amused, you're amused. We had nothing to do with it.
No.
We have no intention of tickling anybody's fancy out there. It's like, nope. It's a show about nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's like the best nothing ever, too.
Hey, nothing. People don't appreciate nothing, and they should.
Yeah, Grace says we're a couple of good for nothings.
Yeah.
Yes, we own that. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I would say. Yep.
We had a good roll with nothing puns last night, and I don't remember a lot of them.
I don't, and we didn't write them down, and I didn't even get to put them in any of the promos. Nothing. Like that's it. It's about nothing. Like that's it.
I know. Well, we don't even. We were like, that was really great. We should use all of that. Well,
here's one for you. Okay, so Rabbits wants you to say in a New York accent the first part.
I can't do a New York accent.
What you talking about? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. No, you gotta say nothing. Almost
Nothing?
like nothing.
Like that cereal, Nuttin' Honey?
No, like nothing. like never mind.
I know, I went there too.
Okay, now we're talking something. Okay, time to take this down. Rabbits, look what you did. You made it about something. Oh no. It's like stream crash any second. No, actually. So the nothing is about nothing. Nothing. Yeah, that one. Sean Coffee. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. You know that commercial?
Almond joys have nuts, mounds don't.
Don't. Yes, exactly. See? I don't know. Nothing to see here. Right? I don't know where we go from here. I really don't. All of a sudden, nothing got really scary for me. Like I'm like panicking. I'm like,
I know. I froze up, and now I really have nothing.
No, it's like, oh my God, don't you dare turn the nothing into something. Like, how? Why? No, don't. Oh my God. Now that, like, I don't know. What to do. I don't
Rabbit just came in and like tossed a bomb and left. And he was like, here you go.
That's what I love about rabbits. That's what I love about rabbits. Something and nothing. Yep, something. Are you from the East Coast? That sounds very East Coast, like with this. Something and nothing. I got it. Yep. Oh, hey, Diesel. How are you? Empathy, respect. How are you? You really did sub. You actually got a notification. Thank you. I was on a friend of ours stream earlier this morning. Our friend Godless Scummer, Jeff, in their mutual friends and acquaintances. And he was one of the only people over there in the chat being very nice. And as you see, like, hey, did you see? Chris is in the chat. Yeah. It's Isaiah. Yes, it is. Yep. Anyway. Anyway, it was an interesting 2-hour talking about nothing this morning too for a while. Although that turned into a whole lot of something. That was something, that conversation. It was like I hadn't even had my coffee yet, and it's like, come up here, keep me company, please. Like, I need to vent. I need to talk about stuff, and I'm all for that. Everybody needs to do that. So it was quite interesting. It was a good one.
Did you at least get coffee?
I did. I drank like a whole cup and a half while we talked. Yeah. But Cat Ninja on the south coast of England. Okay. Okay, but that just sounded very East Coast to me. Like when you say there's something and nothing, like that's how they, something out of nothing. It's the creation show. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah.
Uh-oh, rabbits. You've gone too far now.
Now, these listen, Isaiah. That's the one thing we don't do here. We don't talk about other creators, and we don't do smackdowns in the chat. Like both of you boys, like take it elsewhere if you're gonna go at each other. But they're talking about a debate they had. Like, yeah, which I was on panel with Hereticals. Like every Friday, we did this lovely show, Six Pack. It would be very early Friday morning for me, but it would be very late Friday night for them. So while they were drinking, I was drinking coffee. And by the time we were done, I was actually putting cognac in my coffee every morning. And I loved it. They're the mates. They're my mates. Like they're the best bunch of people to be hanging out with on the tubes at the time. I miss it. Well, you keep saying that. Don't put that carrot in front of me, Chris. You've been breaking my heart for months over that. Stop it. Just stop it right there. You, just stop that. Don't be setting me up to be disappointed again.
This is an excellent point, Daniel Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the Never-Ending Story?
So this is the never ending nothing. Don't get too attached to nothing. Haven't you seen the? Oh, that was scary.
Yeah,
Ooh.
doesn't nothing take over?
That's good news there, Chris. That's good news. That's good news. Anyone who watches my channel knows that Chris is right there up in front. That channel link is right there in my channel stuff. You guys want to sub over there? We had some interesting contract. I hope you invite me, Chris. I hope I haven't been excommunicated or anything. It'd be cool. Well,
Mousy, I don't think that's true. You only sound Southern when you're mad. You sound Southern.
yeah,
There's definitely a twang to your voice.
I will say you were tired the other night. You sounded exceptionally Southern.
Yeah.
So, well, do I only sound Jersey when I'm mad? I don't think so.
No, you sound Jersey.
All the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, Chris. One of your first invite. That would be so cool. Yeah, I do miss you, boo. I do. I miss the whole crew. How do we get from nothing to creation versus evolution? We're not going there. That's the other thing we don't do on this channel ever. Nope.
Or if I'm drinking.
Yeah. I'll get a brand new bottle of cognac for that one, Chris, if we're gonna start up Six Pack again. I'd be happy to do that. I know. Yeah. I don't know. Or if I'm drinking, when you're drinking, do you think accents get stronger when we drink? I mean, what do you think? I think I do. I get like a little lazy in my language and I start bringing all the culture in. So like I will be cursing you out in like 5 different languages with all different accents at the same time that you would think you were talking to like 5 different people. When I get a little buzz on, but
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. Well, maybe because you get sleepy when you're drinking.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. I just get sloppy and like I don't like stuff just seeps in like memories and stuff, and I'll start like speaking like my nan's accent and stuff like that. Like just like it. You know what? That's okay, Chris. If you stop drinking, I celebrate that. If that's a personal choice for you, then I will keep the cognac out of my coffee until after the show. If you give me a headache. But I could actually see it because I would like do the show with you straight, like or not, or drinking or not drinking or whatever. It's just being together with everybody is the important part. I know you're like that. Like that's what I love about you, Chris. Like we don't care. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinions and their own lifestyles and everything like that. We judge people or who they are and how they treat us and like not all of that. And that's what I really loved about Hereticals.
Okay, Rabbit says his accent comes out more when he's tipsy.
Yeah. Oh, because he's French Canadian. Right? Are you French Canadian or just Canadian? And when you drink, you become French Canadian. Like, what's going on here? Do you know a lot of French or just have a French accent, rabbits? These are good. You know, the bear is very nosy. Now I gotta know. Like, now I gotta know. Like I told you, I asked the hard questions. I have no idea what this is. I need a translation, Liam. I
I
like
know that actually I was
Jasny
off
Gwint,
saying that in
as
my
I
head.
swear. I like Jasny Gwint, as I swear. What is that? Jasny Gwint. Am I saying it right? Gwint. That's a weird name, Gwint. It just sounds weird on my tongue, like into my ear. Hmm. Do you know anything about that?
I do not, but I
Okay.
feel like we should.
Oh, you are French Canadian, and French is your main. Oh, French is your main language. That's wonderful. I can I use you for translations?
I like how you read with. Can I use you?
Yes,
Read with. I
you're
love.
correct, Isaiah. I get a lot of flack for that. My accent is absolutely all over the place because that's how I was raised and the people around me. But apparently, a lot of people in this world don't understand that. That you actually, the way you speak is not where you're from or your national. It's actually everyone around you and what you're exposed to. Like, you know.
Well, my family always made fun of me because I speak like where I am from, and I'm the only person in my family from here.
Mhm.
And they're like, "You sound like you're from here."
Yeah,
Like they,
because that's what you were exposed to. Like, you know, don't you even start with that South African stuff. Like, okay, mods, if he does it again, you can like, oh, did you guys see the new notice that now you can time out anywhere from 10 seconds to like days?
no,
Days.
really.
Yes, days. Like, yes. Mods, I forgot to tell you, I was gonna have a meeting, but I don't like do that. Like, I don't like meetings. So, yeah, stop that. Just stop that, Isaiah. Just stop it right now. Thank you. Okay. I have a Scottish friend who I normally can't understand, but when he drinks, he slurs and it's like, you see, when he slurs when he drinks, so what? Like it slows him down, so that because I know Scottish, okay, because we have relatives in the hands are flying more so than Jersey, and our hands fly too when we talk. Okay, it's almost like Italian, like it's all over the place. But the Scottish, and they talk so fast, and then with that slight accent, you can't understand the damn thing it's saying. Like,
Yeah,
so,
I'm like, I can tell how far north you're from. What?
yeah,
Now I can't talk. What's happening in
okay.
my world?
Mm,
My brain just shut down.
mm. But I get it. I love the accent though, Chris. The Scottish accent is absolutely lit. But you do have to slow them down to understand it. So I can understand how drinking becomes much more legible. Rabbit, if I use you, it'll be in the most pleasing way. I'm not an abuser in any way. I promise. Is actually I meant
Don't
as a
believe her.
translator. I was talking about translation. He knows French. You know, come on. And French is a beautiful language. I mean, come on. Everybody, men, women, like, come on. Somebody says something to you in French. Do you not like cock your head a little bit? Do you not listen a little closer? Come on. Really? Seriously? It's a beautiful language, the way it rolls off the tongue.
Do I listen a little closer? I'll be like, I do not understand you.
Let me, okay.
Hold on, let me call rabbits.
Yeah, wait. Is it, I do not understand you, but I want to? Or like, I just do not understand you,
It
but I want to?
depends. Like, there's a lot of things in that scenario that you didn't lay out for me. So
Oh, well, I gotta say that like men with accents is a thing for me. Like I like a good accent. Like I like a good voice. And then if
a
they speak to
voice
me
is
in
a
a foreign
thing.
language, I'm listening. Like I'm listening. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But no, I don't know. Yasni give it what? Okay, now we gotta say it again. Okay. Now we gotta say it again for him. It's Yasni gewinnt. Gewinnt. Okay. But what is it? Like I don't know what it is. Like Yas I didn't get the reference. Like I don't know, Liam. I'm at a loss. Yes, please Google it, Grace, and send us a report.
I have not read those books, rabbits.
Well,
Have you read them?
what the what?
Irvine Welsh books, like
What are
Train
Irvine?
Spotting and the likes.
Oh, I have read Train Spotting. I liked the movie. I liked it. Yeah, I did. Um, but Chris, in regards to your wrench, do what you got to do. How dare I say what? Icarus, what did I say? Like, oh my God, he said dare in like capital letters. What did I do? What did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
How dare I say what? I'm just trying to pronounce whatever it is that Liam's writing. Oh, thank God you're kidding, Icarus, because like, I was just like, no, not him. It's like, yes, it's my like North Star there, Icarus. Like,
It was a
oh,
trap.
it's a
She
trap.
walked
Oh my
right
God,
into
I
it.
walked right into it. Like both feet. I'm definitely gullible. Yes. I definitely. Mousy, congratulations. Her water is bubbled. Yes.
Way to go, Mouse.
I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy. Okay, here's some definition. Okay. Yasmin means bright, but commonly used to mean something is very much more. So what's the other thing? The giving, like, what am I saying? That's so bad that like my North Star is ready to like beat feet. It's spiral. Oh, okay. So means bright, but commonly used to mean something is very much more. And wind is spiraled like a screw thread. So basically, you're telling us we're all screwed to the max. I get it now, Liam. Thank you very much. We're very
Liam had to
screwed.
like hold our hands and walk us through that.
Yes, but okay. If you saw Yazni Givit, does that mean you're screwed to you? I didn't mean it to me. Like
He said it means that is so bent.
that is so what?
Bent.
Oh, like oh. Oh, that's a whole nother story. Like, we're not going there. We're not going there. I don't know. That is so bent, like in bad, like in weird,
Like it bent.
crooked. Like, is it like,
Like we're not broken, just bent.
Okay, thank you, Grace. It's not too bad. Grace said, go look up. She found it for me. Wait, I'm looking, Grace. Oh, wait. Okay. That's Polish for holy shit. That's what I believe. Jasnik Wing Giving is Polish for holy shit. I would believe that. Okay. That's not so bad.
So warped.
It's still kind of warped. We had to go all the way around like that. Our nothing really turned into nothing and something and then a whatever. Like right before our eyes there.
Yeah, we are on whatever.
Can we what do we I don't know whether to classify the Yasni Giving is or whatever or a something, but it's definitely not a nothing. Yep.
I mean, I don't know. You're right.
Yeah, it definitely is something. I gotta run. Have fun, everyone. Catch y'all soon. Thank you so much for being here, Chris. You make like brighten my night a little bit here. It's nice to see an old friend, and I hope everybody will be looking forward to some more six pack because that would be fun. That would be so much fun. So say hi to everybody. Especially Lissy. Yeah.
And the other people, but especially her.
Mm-hmm. So, Akuna Matata. I don't even know what that means. That's something.
It means though. No worries.
Oh, does it? I love that saying. I say that all the time. Maybe I should just say Akuna Matata instead. But
I mean, isn't that's the song, right?
Akuna Matata. It is one of their song. Yeah.
William's still over there cursing.
Yeah, he is. But he actually said it's very close, but not. It's similar in feeling. It's not the exact equivalent, but it's similar in feeling for the English versus the Polish of that. And we learned something today. Thank you, Grace and Liam, for helping to educate our stream. But unfortunately, your attempts to turn this stream into something have still made it a big old nothing. It's still nothing. It's still.
Yeah, see, that is the lyric. See, I know some movie things.
Yeah, no worries, right? Oh, what you know what? What is that? Okay, bright cholera.
I'm
I
about to be
don't
like,
know.
stop reading this chat.
You know what's gonna happen is like we're gonna end the stream, and then after the chat comes up like later, I'm going to have to like translate the whole chat, like because that's how I am.
You are now. Oh no, Shill's
I'm,
chiming in.
wait, oh wait a minute, Shill, are you saying you understand Spanish but you can't speak it? Because I do know a little Spanish. I do believe that's what you just said. Am I right? As if you're spitting out shit. Oh God, Liam. Oh my God. Right.
Now I want to take a class in cursing from Liam.
Oh, thank you, Shill. It's nice to know that I can say. You see, I can't speak Spanish either, but I can read it and understand it. And if somebody else is speaking it, like I know exactly what they're saying. Like I don't know, it's weird. And yet, I did not like take a lot of Spanish in school or anything, so I don't know. But I was around a lot of Spanish kids in the hospital a lot. So
Rabbits, I'll
idiom.
study Spanish with you because I'm getting ready to learn it too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do it like a study group. That would be great.
Let's do it. Oh my God, I'm ready.
I'm gonna be very busy because everything I say, Juju goes, "Let's do it." Yes, like just about
I
everything.
do.
She
And then you'll be
does.
like, hey, do you want to do this? I'm like, no, I don't.
I know. Like, what time do you want to do it? I don't really. Well, why'd you say let's do it? I don't know. It was a
I meant it when
momentary.
I said let's do
I
it.
meant
I was
it
like
then.
real into it at that moment.
Yeah, I meant it that 5 minutes, but like sometime in the future when you actually planned it and scheduled it and all that, nah. No, nah, I ain't doing that. Like,
I have commitment issues. Don't judge me.
I'm not going there. The raccoon has other the raccoon has other opinions about that.
The raccoon's gonna wear me down.
Apparently,
Come
he can't.
on.
He can't believe you said no. Like, that's it.
I can't believe you weren't there when he came back. I was like, he's back.
Mm.
It was crazy.
That's no sad shill. Like your family is Spanish, but you weren't raised that way. Like that's understandable. Like a lot of us are like that. Yeah.
Good call, Grace Case. And the candy store has like big block parties. So
But we don't have the
help me.
candy store yet, but we are talking about a candy exchange because that would be fun. Like seriously, we do.
I'm down for the candy exchange.
I've been in a slight candy exchange. I'm still waiting for my candy from a foreign country, but I do believe that exchanging things, like I've been a part of that like for a long time. That's a lot of fun when people show you like things that are from their area or from like their culture and everything that you might not be familiar with. It's like enjoyable. Yeah. Exactly, rabbits. We're gonna do that. You're in the Discord, right? That's another way to get everybody who's not in the Discord yet. Get your butts in there if you want to be in the candies exchange.
I want to be in the candy exchange.
Yes, because like it's gonna be easier to like do it with that way, and we want to, you have to be able to ship and be shipped items. So there has to be a little bit of trust there.
We're still learning it, Cat Ninja. We're still learning Spanish.
Oh, Texas candies. What is a specific? Okay, so Grace, let's open up that. Like we got a little bit of time yet. It's only 8:30.
We were on to the candy discussion, everyone.
Let's go on to the candy. Unless you want. Wait. First, can we do a little dance break for like 5 seconds?
Do the dance break.
Because I gotta pee. So like, hold on. And rather than leave you up here, unless you'd rather just talk to them, like you could do that too. Well, I will be right back. What do you want to do? You want to talk to them by yourself, or you want the dance break?
I'll talk to him by myself.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, everybody, act right. Claire left us in charge. And that, frankly, is risky. About this candy exchange, I'm into it. Grace, what is Texas candies? Is there a place in Texas that makes that I should know about and don't? We are unsupervised. I feel like Claire's gonna come back and like bust us for. Yeah. You just learn to swear in languages. At least 5. Keep going. What are Georgia candies? Oh, wait. I don't think we have special candies where I live. Do have a lot of access to Mexican candy. Swearing is the gateway to languages.
Mm.
That was fast.
I am a very fast peer.
That's
Personal
great
statement.
pelvic floor
Somebody,
muscles.
yeah, nobody needs to
Like,
know. Nobody needs to know that, but yeah, okay. Actually, I would agree with Liam about languages. You learn to say hello, goodbye, and curse first, and it just becomes natural. Like I do know how to curse in quite a few languages.
good night, Daniel Jade.
Good night, Daniel.
Have a good one. Sweet
Thank you
dreams.
for hanging out with us for a while. It's always nice to see you, and I hope you had some fun. There you go.
Saltwater taffy is regional.
It is here in the shore. It's like a summer thing. Like yeah, saltwater taffy should be like from the lakes, like Utah or the shore, like the beach. That's it.
Why?
I don't
Like,
know. It's just like when you go to a beach like resort, don't they always have stands with saltwater taffy?
yeah.
Okay, so there you go.
But I mean, I don't know. Is that a candy stores? Oh, wait. We have a manufacturing place.
Well, you said something about because I had my headphones on when I walked away. I could hear that you said like a lot about Mexican candies, right? Do you know like those? What are those little ones that are made with the sesame seeds, like in the honey? Like that's a little like it's an Indian candy or something, or Mexican candy. We can get it in the Mexican store. We have a store that's all just Mexican stuff, like here.
Well, we have like There's a Mexican candy store up the street from my house.
Hmm.
Um, but
What have you tried?
nothing. I don't go in there. It's a crazy place.
It's a candy store.
No, it's more than a candy store. That's the candy store gym, Claire.
Oh God. Okay.
But I think they got in trouble for working out in the candy store because now they do not do that anymore.
I know. I didn't send any saltwater taffy to New Zealand. Next time.
Taffy is not my favorite. Do you like taffy?
Um, I like fudge better, but I do like some taffy, but it's got to be really good. Like I don't just
Yeah.
like for chewing like all of that time, and then there's like no real flavor or anything. So no, I would think no,
You know
not.
what my problem with taffy is? Same
Mm.
problem with like Tootsie Rolls, which I do eat on a regular basis. But you chew them up for a while and then you just like force swallow them. Like it never really changes form in your mouth. You just chew until you're done chewing and then you're like, well,
Hmm.
I guess I'll swallow it.
That's true. That's true. Well, like some of my favorite candies are very odd. Like Rabbits is maple, mentioning maple hard candy, which is made only with maple. Really, really hard. And Mrs. Cassandra's right. I do adore garlic. It is true, Rabbits. I find the scent of garlic, especially on a man's beard, or especially my man, quite enticing because it's just I just can't help it. It
Well,
is.
haven't you heard the theory? Like, if you're a garlic and an onion person, you have to find another garlic and onion person.
Hopefully I have because I do a lot of cooking and garlic and onion is a lot of it, okay? But I absolutely love the smell of garlic. Not like overly done, like but just that like if he's eating garlic and it's like just the scent of his cheek or his beard is in it. I'm not. It all came out to YouTube because we asked on Mayhem, would you kiss your partner after they ate raw onions or what? There were people in the chat saying they don't care how much they love them or how horny they are. They ain't going near them if they ate raw onions. And I'm like, damn, I've never gotten to that point that I would not kiss my boo, especially if I was in the mood. Like, onion, and that's how the whole garlic thing came up. Because I was like, I find that sexy. I do.
Well, how long ago did they eat the onions and garlic?
I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna like really deter me that much. Like, I mean, what could they possibly do? Like, really, seriously.
Yeah, sorry, they
I,
like delicious
there were,
food.
I mean, Mrs. Cassandra, am I right? There were people saying like they even if they ate foods that they didn't like, they wouldn't go near them and stuff. And I'm like, people, you're just ruining your lives. Like, you're just like
Yeah, you're missing out on a lot of good
you're
stuff.
missing out. Like, how could you possibly penalize your partner for eating an anchovy? Like, he could rinse his mouth out. Like, why would you not go near your partner because of the anchovy or whatever? I don't eat anchovies. I don't like the flavor. I don't like the smell. But I'm not
You
gonna
don't?
I am not gonna tell him he can't have it. Absolutely not. Like, how romantic is that? I'll only do you if you do this. Like, to me, that's a cutoff right there. Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
goodbye. See ya. Like, I'm not going to do that to anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, especially like I love
Carm,
garlic and
yeah,
onions.
Records like drooling in the chat over garlic, caramelized garlic and onions. Oh my god, I make a boboli, which is like a puffed bread. Like, it's like a what do you call that? It's a focaccia. Focaccia is the word. Like, the Europeans and everybody would know. With caramelized onions and brie and figs. And then if you aren't vegetarian, I'm going to throw some bacon bits on there. 'Cause it's so freaking good. Yes. Oh my God, it's so good. And I love to make that. Like, I love to make that. That's what I like to make that with the leftover pizza dough. And then I just add a little bit more so that it puffs up more. Like, and yep.
Hmm.
Oh, garlic cheese stuffed crust, Liam. That sounds delicious.
That does sound good. Did you make it? I'm about to start making my own pizza dough.
It's very easy, Juju. It's very, very easy. And
That's what, yeah, I've watched a whole bunch of videos on it and I'm like, well, that is nothing.
listen, pizza in an hour. Like, I'm telling you, your dough doesn't have to rise that much. It's so easy to do. And then with the leftover dough, I could tell you what to do. Like, if you don't make, like, because unless you're having a bunch of people when you make the first batch of dough, like a pizza could be too big, right? So you make a smaller size pizza. You take that leftover dough. There's so much you can do. You could stuff it and make all kinds of things in the oven, like stuff. Or you could fry those little bits of dough in oil and you make Zeppolis and with powdered sugar. It's like a fresh donut. It's like out of this world. You can make them cinnamon sugar or powdered, and oh, it's so good.
We used
It's
to
so
make those camping.
good. So good, right? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much you can do with pizza dough. I like taking pieces of pizza dough too, in just making like strips, like, and twist it and sprinkle it with Parmesan cheese and seasoning, and just make like a doughy breadstick.
Right.
So, oh my God. And you can let those get hard. And they're very good with your coffee, actually.
Well, and I mean, you can freeze that pizza dough too.
I know, rabbits, but like, we're on our own. It's like when you make a thing of pizza dough, right? It's for a large pizza. And we're by ourselves. I'm not gonna make a big old pizza anymore, because then I gotta eat pizza for breakfast all week. And that's boring if I gotta eat it 5 days in a row.
Yeah,
Pizza
I
for breakfast.
agree.
I like pizza for breakfast, but I don't want it 5 days in a row. I don't want to be eating pizza all week. So I make a smaller pizza, and that means I have leftover dough, and I like to do other things with it so it doesn't go to waste. But if you all came by my house, I would make one pizza with it. Nice big ass pizza.
One year on Thanksgiving, I made everybody make pizzas because I don't like the Thanksgiving meal. And
Mhm.
I was like, it's homemade pizza time, everyone. And it did not go over well. Like, there were like two of us having a great time, and everyone else was furious.
Why? Because they didn't get turkey and gravy?
No, well, they had other, like, you know how a lot of times you have multiple Thanksgiving plans, like
Mm-hmm.
Thursday and Friday, whatever. Well, we were on Thursday, and I'm like, let's not, I don't like turkey. Come on. And I think it was because we could only cook so many pizzas at a time,
Uh,
so
hmm.
you had to wait. I don't know. It just did not go over well.
We will see you over there, Mousy. Mousy will be streaming it like in
An
45
hour.
minutes, in 45 minutes to an hour.
Bye,
Strombolis
Mousy.
too. Yeah, that's another one. That's a longer stuffed bread that you can bake. Instead of like a calzone. You know what a calzone is, right? That's the
Yeah,
full
calzone. I
one
was
with
just trying to
cheese.
think of that word.
Well, that's the one with more cheese in it, like regatta or whatever. In the strombolis are longer, and you put more meat, a little less cheese, and a lot more meat and vegetables or whatever in it. Absolutely, yeah. See, this is my language. Food is my language. I love it. Say
Food is my
caramel.
annoyance. I'm like, darn it, I have to cook something again.
Say caramel.
Caramel.
How caramel? I say it both ways. Caramel or caramel. It depends on my mood. There's a lot of words in my language where I say both ways. I say ass and arse because and I spell it both ways too. And depending on when you get me, the same thing with humor. There's a you or there's not. It depends on how whether I feel like getting my knuckles wrapped because I always put the you in there and was always getting in trouble in school.
No, I don't think
Why
I
do
do
I
that with any words.
No, like well, did you have like multicultural? Like, did you have foreign tutors?
No, I didn't have any tutors.
Well, it probably helped that I had foreign tutors. It's like it probably did. Yeah. Oh, I can't even say that. Cat Ninja, you're evil. That's evil. Listen, wait. Okay, everybody. Okay, this is the test.
No,
Wait.
Cat Ninja, you did this to me before. Get out of here with that.
How do we say that? Like I can't even say this. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce.
I say Worcestershire.
I say Worcestershire Sue, like but it's not right. Like I don't know what is right with this word. This word is like the bane of my existence, Cat Ninja. Like how dare you? Like, but it's funny. Say mirror,
Mirror.
mirror, mirror,
Wait,
mirror.
wait, wait. I can't.
Wait,
Mirror.
now he's making me think about it. It's gonna come out different every
Well,
time.
and it's hard.
Mirror,
Like, I couldn't say it
mirror,
when you're saying it.
mirror, mirror,
I don't
mirror,
say mirror. I say mirror.
mirror.
Like, yeah, it sounds like M-E-R-E is how I pronounce it. Mirror.
Thank you,
Look in the
Rabbit.
mirror. Now
He's
I
giving
can't
us
tell.
good advice. We don't have to say Worcestershire ever again. We just get to call it English sauce.
Mildly gross too.
This is funny, Ninja. Somebody told me that the way people say water, you could tell where they're from.
That's true.
Okay, okay. I say water. What do you say?
Water.
Water.
Mhm.
Water. I could say it like all different kinds of ways. It depends on who I'm talking to in the way. I have a bad habit of picking up inflections in people's tone in conversation really quick. So like I swear, if you and Mousy and a couple of others, if you got together and talked to me in a southern twang for like an hour, by the time that hour is done, the next thing I said to you would probably have a southern twang.
No, you think I have a southern twang?
No, I'm saying if you did, if a group of you did, like not that you do. No, of course you don't. Like you're very
I
like
was like,
no.
what?
Mm-mm. No, 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 no. But I'm just saying, like, you pick up, like, I'm just one of those people that picks things up. Act, act two O. What? Act two O. Oh, H2O. I get it. Say water. H2O. Very funny, really. Okay, you almost got me.
Say
Okay.
chowder.
Chowder, chowder. Oh, you know what? Because like in Boston, it would be chowder. Yeah, but here it's chowder.
Now I'm just reading the different ways they said.
Mm.
I just say Worcestershire. And I'm rolling with it. Deal with it, everyone. That's how I pronounce it.
I got corrected all the time, so I say Worcestershire because I was corrected. But if I don't think about it, it's Worcestershire. Like you just look at it and you go Worcestershire, Worcestershire. Give me the Worcestershire sauce. But from now on, I'm calling it English sauce.
There's no such thing as an English sauce.
Mm-hmm. Right? I'm telling you.
W sauce.
There's no such
There
thing
we
as
go.
an English sauce. Yeah. W sauce. Okay. I just know that we put Worcestershire in a lot of things, like in
Yeah.
meatloaf, um, in gravies, when you're making a roast, in the slow cooker gets the Worcestershire like all the time. Yeah.
I make a great dip with Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
I know it's in a lot of barbecue sauces too that I make, like a little bit here and there. It's a great salty, but it's kind of like fish sauce, Chinese fish sauce that you just need a little bit to just add the salt. You're not actually adding a fish flavor, just the saltiness and stuff. Not Shire, what like not in the Shire.
Not
Worcestershire,
Worcestershire. It's
not
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. I say Worcestershire. I don't know. It's gonna be just English sauce from now on. I swear, I don't want to say it anymore.
And it's no fun when the English people make you say it. It feels very judgmental. Cat Ninja's done it to me before.
Might English sauce be umami? Shenanigans, whichever you are, Grace or Mrs. Cassandra or whoever, or Carly. It could be unami. Unami is the
Cheers.
balancing of all of those tastes, and there is something very savory and very unique about it. So yeah, it would be unami for sure.
All right, Liam, now is
Worcester.
the time I talk to you. You walk me through.
He said
Worcester?
Worcester. Worcester?
Worcester?
What? Worcester? I don't know. That don't sound right. It sounds like we're cursing or saying something we don't know what we're talking about. Worcester? Mm. So it's Worcestershire. Wait a minute. So it's Worcester.
Worcester. We're not.
Wait a minute, rabbits. That don't sound right either. Cheer. Write it that way then. Oh my God. It's Worcester. I don't know. It's English sauce.
Worcestershire.
What he said, sure. So it's Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
I might do it again.
Worcestershire. I
Juju.
can't. Oh my God. Worcestershire.
Wait, no, wait. He said, okay. All right, everyone. Let's work on this together. Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. But do it
Oh God, Icarus, you're evil. Because
aluminum. That's how we say it.
Aluminum. Yes, it's aluminum or aluminum. I swear there's an Englishman I know who says it's aluminum and he corrects me every damn time and I get so annoyed. This is why we're not together anymore. One of the many reasons. Where are these words coming from? I love words, but we're being tortured, Nothing Stream by words. I never thought this would happen. Okay, I'm back in my proper clothes. What were you wearing, Grace, before?
I know.
Grace, were you naked in my stream? Like, I'm
You're
going to mark
welcome.
this down. I'm going to put it in the description if you were.
See, it is aluminum, not aluminium.
It's aluminum. Oh, yeah, it's not you, Mrs. Cassandra? Is it Grace? Like Grace?
Aluminum. Well, where I live, it's pronounced aluminum.
It's aluminum. Right. Wait a minute. Are both those words are spelled the same? Like, what is he doing to me in this chat?
No, they're not spelled the same. There's an I.
Not aluminum. Wait, I can't see this. Oh, yeah, I see the extra I. Aluminium. What?
Aluminium.
No, it's not aluminium.
Aluminum.
Right. And it's not aluminum either. It's aluminum. It depends on where you buy the metal. I don't know, Wrecker. How do you say it? The guy who named the element called it aluminum.
That was great. You're like, normally this word I'm very confident with. I have lost confidence with.
I cannot even say it anymore. Like, how do you say aluminum anymore? Like,
it's odd. Like when you think too long on a word and then you're like, I can't say that word. That word makes no sense.
Evil Icarus, he changed his name. Thank you, Evil Icarus. That's a name I also mispronounce all the time, and I don't mean it. Like, I always, I get messed up. You say it both ways, good for you. And you admit it. I'm going to say it always from now on. Like, I don't even know how to say it anymore.
Do you say pajamas or pajamas?
Depends. It depends. I mostly say PJs. Like, honestly, I don't often say the full word, but if I have to, I say pajamas. Like, cause I like hard sounds off my tongue. Pajamas, like PJ. Yeah.
I don't know what I say.
Grace, oh, I see what you mean, Grace. You were wearing shenanigans clothes. I get it. I'm a little dense. I'm a little slow. I'll come around eventually. Thank you for having the patience till I figured it out. Okay, now always grateful is going to tell us how to say this. You ready? Aluminum. Aluminum.
No, aluminum.
Aluminum. No, it's not al. It's alu. It's alu. Yeah,
But
how
she
do you
has
say?
it separate.
She
So
does.
reading it phonetically the way she wrote it, it's
I know.
aluminum.
You know anybody that says aluminum besides those English people trying to correct us?
No, I say aluminum.
Yeah, 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 mm, mm.
It does become alien. You're right, Rager. Like, just say fork a whole bunch of times, and then you're like,
No,
oh.
I can't. Like, I'm just trying to like, why did they call it that? That still bothers me to this day. Like fork. Mm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great word.
It's a weird word. It is.
Most words are weird, though. Do you ever think about your name and like how odd it is?
You know how hard it was to grow up with such an old-fashioned name as a child? Like my name is like you always thinking of an adult. It's hard to think of little kids, at least when I was growing up. But then it became more popular, I guess, as I got older. But mm.
I have a very common name.
Yeah,
And my name
JuJu.
rhymes with
JuJu is such a common name. Like I know a million of them.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, those JuJus just can't get enough of them. Yes, that's it. They're everywhere.
My favorite is sometimes people have started calling me Jew, but they'll
Oh no,
no, it's the best because this is what happens. They'll go, "Hey, Jew, Jew." Like you see them like they're like, "Jew didn't work, did not work."
Wait. Do they say it like so dramatically that you actually see the stutter in their eyes when they do it? Like, because they're like when they go, "Hey, Jew," and then they realize what they said, and they go, Jew," like.
No, you can see them be like, "I don't think I should call her that." Like you can where they're like, add the extra Jew, but but it like takes a little bit of time. It makes me chuckle every time they do it.
Yeah, I agree. Grace, I understand that you have a old name too. Not that you're old, but the name Grace is hard. Like when you put it on a small child, you're like, okay, it's a lot of weight.
But I think Claire, I always liked that name.
Well, thank you. I never did like it. I mean, I've lived with it my whole life. I'm not going to change it, but yeah. And
I
for
do the
those,
same rabbits. Like I'll be like, that's not good juju.
my junior school. What, Liam? This is terrible. Wait, my junior. I hate when they do this. My junior school teacher on the first day took roll call. She couldn't pronounce Liam, so rewrote my name in the book as Lee. And then all the kids are calling you that, right? Because she said it. It's just terrible. It's like your name is your name.
Yeah, anybody who I'm
Yeah,
very
that's
big
right.
on that.
Because
Like it's
yeah, he actually wait a minute. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but Wrecker's actually saying that a name like Draugr Wrecker is boring. Like, get over yourself. That is not boring. It's not a boring name. It's like, oh, not to an American anyway. All right. I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying, love?
I was saying I hate it when people like when you tell people your name and they don't pronounce your name correctly or say it correct. You know, like I have a very simple name and people will add like an IE to it. And I'm like, that's not my name. Like
I don't like that if they do that. Yeah. Like, but I
especially but a
mispronounce it. I
teacher doing that is
mispronounce it.
very inappropriate. That would really hack me off if that was my kid.
Yeah. In mm,
I just think your name is very important. Like that's, it's the most pleasant thing to you for you to
mhm,
hear. And
mhm.
it's the thing that like breaks through. It's like the most efficient way to wake someone up is say their name. It breaks through your subconscious. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Pronounce people's names correctly, everyone. I'm just
Liam.
saying it's a very
It's a lovely
disrespectful.
name. It is, yeah. Say, if they're told, or like I mispronounce it, I want to be corrected. But don't change people's names on them. Like, if you
Yeah.
yeah. Unless you have to, if they do something really funny and you have to call them by that for a little while, like, I'm all for that too. Actually, to be honest, yeah. Mm. Well, I'm sorry, Liam, that they knew how to pronounce it, but then the teacher didn't. Like, that's weird. That's a little weird. Oh, hey,
Ninja.
yeah. Hey, Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. I know.
I'm not singing for Cat Ninja because she came down on me last time I sang for him.
Oh, look, she's got the words like right where we went to the next comment. Look, take a sad and make it better. See, you could join our little sing-alongs in the Discord. Like we break into like oldies all the time. Like I like it.
She
No,
kept reading Liam. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry, Liam.
oh, this is just not cool.
He's like, tonight I'm going to go to bed and cry. No, I'm kidding.
Mm. Oh no, are you changing my name there, fish nerd? Cause like first nerd. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I know your name is Fish Nerd. I'm not trying to change it on you. I just misspoke. But you misspelled my name, and then you're retitling me Ms. Bear Awesome. I mean, it's nice that you think I'm awesome, but mm, first nerd. I'm sorry, Fish Nerd. It just came out like wrong. Like I didn't mean to change your name on you. I'm just, word stutter.
My name in real life. Well, in real life, most people call me by my first and last name at the same time.
Is it because they're both short? Like people do that when you have short names. Like,
And I have two
yeah,
first names. So I don't
yeah,
know. It just works. But yeah, they're both short.
yeah. I can see that.
And no one in real life, although like Mousy and I, all of us when we talk, call me Juju.
No, don't do that, Ricker. I'm not trying to rename him. Like, stop it. I mispronounced Fish Nerd, and now everybody's gonna rename him First Nerd. Stop
Well,
it.
hey, at least you're number one, fish nerd.
You'd be number one. I'm sorry about that. It was not intentional.
I'm sure you blocked it out, Cat Ninja, making fun of my singing.
Hmm.
No, it wasn't bad.
Liam, that's terrible. She was your English teacher and she couldn't get your name right. Like this is not a good way to start. Like this is not like whoa. Yeah,
You've checked out day one. You're like, this
yeah,
lady
like
knows nothing.
yeah,
You're like,
nothing. Like
I can't learn from her.
mm.
I've been called worse.
I like I said, I just misspoke. I didn't mean it. I do that. I trip over my own tongue. Mm. Well, here we go.
Primo nerd.
What do you say we wrap it up? Like we're a minute. We're late actually. We should have.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get out
Everybody
of here.
head over to the Mouse's channel. Could one of the mods, the nods, let's see, I am tired. I need a nap, but I'm
I
going to
know.
go over to Mousie's. Could a mod please drop Mousie's link down there for me, please? That would be great because I don't want to miss with the outro that we're going to have to put on.
Her name is Mallory.
Yeah, don't, no, rabbits, be careful. Like, thanks for all this nothing. You're welcome, Fish Nerd.
Yeah.
We are so glad you appreciate the nothing
We've
of
all
the
got
nothing.
nothing for you.
Yep. Everybody, she'll just drop that link. If you're so inclined to keep chatting with those in the chat and you want to hang out over there and talk fish stuff or whatever's going on over there with Mousy, like that's where the next one is, if you feel like it. Otherwise, have a great Sunday. I'll be doing some serious stuff during the week, and hopefully Juju will be at the end of the week, and everybody knows that everybody in the chat, like Shenanigans, said something on Thursday, and Mousy has stuff on Wednesday, but we'll all see each other soon. Hopefully. Or not, because it's a nothing stream and you can do whatever the hell you want. Because, like, who are we to tell you what to do? I don't care where you go. Like, how about that? I don't really give a flying patootie where you go after here. How about that?
But also, please go to Mousy's.
Now, please go to Mousy's, but like, I'm not making you do it. Let's just, like, I'm not making anybody do
Yeah.
it. Like, to each his own.
Do it for the snails. And also, her tiny squid died. And she's sad.
It is sad about the tiny squid. And I do love the blueberries. I am partial to the blueberry ones, actually.
Billie Jean, good guess. Not it.
But yeah, it is kind of serious stuff is boring stuff. We need more nothing stuff in Mousies. Okay, well, we'll be back next Sunday with more nothing. And you don't have to watch my shitty content during the week, Rabbits.
But if you want more nothing, I'm available on Friday night.
Yeah,
right here on YouTube.
Yep, the JuJu's channel also on Friday night. And she also does a lot of nothing over there. Like,
I know.
And then she brought it over here on Sunday because she can't get enough nothing.
Claire's like, how much effort do you want to put in? I'm like, 0.
Absolutely
0%.
nothing. That's it. Okay, well, that's easy. I could do that. Like, I don't even make a different thumbnail anymore. I just color I just change the color of the rings just so I can tell it's a new week. Like that's all the effort we put into this thing. And maybe the rhyme. But nobody notices. Like, I'm really dejected. I'm not going to rhyme for you people anymore.
Maybe they'll start noticing.
Yeah, I don't know. They're probably going, rhyme? What rhyme is she talking about? What is she talking about, JuJu? You'll probably get some DMs. What the hell was Claire talking about?
And I'll be like, to be honest, I don't know.
Because when I say I'm putting nothing, no effort into this stream, I meant nothing. Like, I don't know what she
You did get mad at me last
night.
night. You go, hey, clip this and send it to me. And I'm like, all right. And I just keep talking. And then like an hour later, you're like,
no,
I
not an hour.
This.
Not an hour. 5 hours later.
It wasn't 5 hours later.
I'm like, I gotta go to bed. You think I could get that clip so I could do the promo? What promo? That's not like I don't want to work like for the promo. I just wanted a clip. No, she's right. It wasn't 5 hours, but it wasn't 1 hour either. It was like let's just say it was somewhere in between my gross exaggeration and her belittling of the situation. It was somewhere in the middle.
It was roughly 2.5 to 3 hours.
Yes, it was somewhere around there. It was somewhere around there. Either way, I was like getting ready to, like, I had to get the promo out before I went to bed. Like, I can't leave that stuff on my head.
Well, I had a raccoon to contend with. That's what I was doing.
This is true. It was time well spent. It definitely was, and it was still a good, decent promo. I think. I mean, we did all right.
Wait a second. Baby squid succumbed to genetics. I thought he was eaten.
Oh no.
Well, we'll find out on Mousy's channel. No fish talk over here.
Okay, we'll go over there. And the other thing is, I got some really good information about the missing cat ears, and I think we're going to have a solution to what happened and an answer. And I think we'll be talking about it during the week. We'll probably have to have a mini, like, 15-minute stream just to get that over with. So,
well, I can't wait to find out what happened.
Yeah, on that, I'm just going to drop that and run. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.
I don't want to talk about it anymore because I don't like running out there. But thank you, JuJu. This was a blast. I'll see you all over at Mousy's, and everybody take care. Good luck, and thanks for hanging out and doing nothing with us. I loved it.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.